So thank you all for joining our Q&A session today. My name is Tom, product manager of nGrow. I would like to introduce our CEO, Alex, and industry expert, Murat, who is ex-CMO from Donut Lab. Today, our team will be answering the most common questions from game developers regarding push notification and discuss the impact of nGrow within the mobile game and app industry. But first of all, for anyone who is not familiar with nGrow, maybe Alex, can you please give us a brief explanation of who we are and what is the vision of nGrow to support game developers?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Tom. Let me introduce myself. I'm Alex, and I'm a founder and a CEO of nGrow AI. We're building a smart push notification platform that works SDK-less. So this is the first platform that you can integrate into your app or mobile game without any SDK dependencies. And also, we help mobile apps to grow their revenue retention and usage metrics with help of very smart and very precise push notification campaigns. So today we will cover most important questions regarding to the user engagement, push notification, their influence, and proper setup. And of course, we'll speak about our platform itself, how can it be helpful, and in which case you should consider to use our platform. Also, here is the industry expert Murat. Murat, please represent yourself.
Yeah, hi. My name is Murat, and currently I'm a CTO of nGrow. But today I'm going to be an industry expert. I have a huge experience with mobile apps, more than 10 years, and especially with the gaming industry. So one of my recent projects I had a chance to participate with was a game called Kids vs. Zombies. It's something in between brawler, like Brawl Stars, and Battle Royale. So it's a mid-core game. And I had a chance to soft launch and launch it and oversight the analytics and marketing side, especially performance marketing. So yeah, I guess I'm a relevant person to speak to about push notifications, users engagement, and that kind of stuff. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you guys. Okay. So I've been talking to quite a lot of game developers, and when they see nGrow as the AI push notification, so they have to keep asking what part or of AI that do we include in our technology, and can you explain in detail, the impact of AI here? Because some of them have they have a lot of clickbait push messages, like when you play a game and sometimes you receive a message that your friend is calling you, and they say that it's also AI, but it could be very misleading. So maybe you can give a better explanation.
We, from the day zero, nGrow was a platform that uses multiple AI technologies to help marketers and product managers to be precise with their sending notification to the users. Most push notification campaign at the present market are very simple rule-based. That means very strict criteria when user should receive notification. But the reality is different, and every user wants to deliver very precise notification about regarding to their usage and at the right time, which is even more important because since iOS released new features, focus mode and prioritizing push notification, it become very, very important to deliver push notifications right in the time and with a great and relevant context. So first part of the nGrow AI algorithms is about to determine what particular time, with what particular message, push notification should be delivered. And we use multiple reinforcement learning and classification algorithms to determine the optimum point and optimum message to deliver. And that part drives conversion of the push notification and the impact even 2 or 3 times further compared to the average manual trigger-based push notification. So the first thing is about determining what time, with what particular message, with what particular frequency. Those variables are machine learning determined. So the second important part is generative AI. Generative AI using most recent ChatGPT-like models to create most fitable and most interesting, as a result, more clickable notification assets. I mean, title, body, and even images, to make your push notification just feel very interesting and more attractive to the user attention. And of course, we think about combining those 2 models. And those 2 models, I mean, even generative AI that generates text, and determining and classification of the frequency, time of delivery, and stuff, to be learned by their performance and learn to deliver most of the metrics. So we target to improve all the AI adjustments to drive conversions or retention or monetization forward. So this is what we created here.
Thank you, Alex. So yeah, I have the first question is from the user acquisition point of view. So I believe this is Murat will have more experience on this. Do you face any challenges from your time when you work for Donut Lab, especially to retain day zero user who have just installed a game? I believe this is a very tough task for the UA team.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So when I was working with Donut Labs, that was an early stage. That was a startup. So the main metric of gaming like startup is the retention rate, because you can't show any revenue because you don't even have like a market or something. You don't sell anything. You're at the stage of confirming that you can build a game that engages users, that your audience stick to it, and that kind of stuff. So the retention metric, the retention curve itself, is crucial for startups of this stage. And on this curve, like the day zero is the highest part. The most of the drop of users happens from day zero to day 1. So again, it's very important. I cannot oversay the importance of this working with these users. So on the user acquisition level, the first thing you want to do is to build the effective user acquisition strategy. Because again, in mid-core games, especially online mid-core games, you need to gain critical mass of users so they would engage themselves, they would build a community or something. So at like first stages, they play with bots, but again, at a certain point, they want to play with other players, and that's essential for the business model of a game, etc. But I guess we'll speak about that a bit later. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is to build effective user acquisition strategy. So buying with Facebook or Unity or that kind of stuff. So when we were soft launching and there was COVID, and the traffic was very cheap because people played a lot sitting at their homes. And I focused mainly on the acquisition itself, but I always had a FOMO of missing the opportunity to work with retention closer than we used to. So our push notification strategy in Donut Labs was very simple. It was just a push notification in 24 hours of your last visit. And if it falls to night, it will send you that 10 a.m. or something. Alex said that generative AI helped to generate push notification text, and that's totally true. Because for some users, you want to send something like, "Hey John, we missed you a lot. Just come back and play." For some users, they will react better if you tell them, "My lord, our village is under attack. Please come." And some users want to receive, "Hey mate, if you come back now, we'll give you one extra gacha or loot box or something." So yeah, push notification text and call to action matters a lot. That's the first thing. And the second thing about push notifications, again, Alex said that, and I cannot emphasize it more. We get it for granted that ad platforms do all the hard work for us. They have algorithms that they have like smart feeds and that kind of stuff. Facebook tracks at what time you prefer to click on game ad notification, at what time you would click on the, I don't know, fitness app, something like that. They calculate that. They have algorithms, and again, we get it for granted. And there is no tool, well, for now, as I'm aware of, that does the same for push notifications. But it is very much logical, in my opinion. It's almost the same. The only difference is that you promote something like coming back to your app, or I don't know, some promotion or a sale or something for your own audience. But the algorithms themselves, they are the same. There are like times that the user is more likely to play your game, and there are call to actions that are different, and that kind of logical to use with the push notifications. So yeah, I guess if I had back then a tool like doing like that, like nGrow or something, I would be pretty much happy. And I covered my FOMO. Yeah, I had a huge FOMO, and I guess that's the headline of retention rate strategy. You cannot do all you want to do. You have to prioritize. And the things that fall out of your priority, they just generate this fear of missing out. Probably you miss something or something like that, if it makes sense. So yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. We hope you enjoyed this episode with nGrow. Please follow us to stay updated. I'm Tom, your host, and we shall see you again in the next episode.